This movie tells a story about the people of Wakanda who fight to protect their home from intervening world powers as they mourn the death of their king. First of all, this movie's costumes and production design are fantastic. Unfortunately, everything else is just disappointing. It's a lot worse than its predecessor. This sequel is just dull, stale, and incoherent. This movie really struggles for purpose in a world without Chadwick Boseman, as his absence leaves a gaping hole at the heart of the film. It attempts to fill it with many aspects, which unfortunately are scattered into many different directions. Once the central conflict is established, the movie let itself just sit there, hoping that an accumulation of many different things will naturally result in escalating drama, tension, and thrills. Instead, it becomes muddy and murky sooner than later. The central plot about the conflict between Wakanda and Kingdom of Talokan is really tedious. The relation between the conflict to the young American student also feels as contrivance. Things get wobbly sooner than later as the pile-up of plot lines resembles a car wreck and the weakness of the film's central conflict is exposed. The movie sputters and dragging through its bloated runtime on its way to its overblown and underwhelming finale. It feels a lot like many other mediocre superhero movies, complete with the usual muddily rendered action sequences and ungainly plot mechanics. The thunderous explosions and clenched jaws and steely speeches are all stretched and inflated to an interminable and unjustifiable runtime. A superhero movie needs a great villain, and this movie lacks both a great bad guy and a strong, believable hero who's holding everything together. As a character, Namor is dull and underdeveloped as he's saddled with a laboriously explained backstory. The script stumbles due to its perfunctory and unnecessary elements that connect to the broader MCU characters. All of these negative aspects of the movie might not all be so deflating if the movie works simply as an action spectacle. Unfortunately, that's not the case here. The action is nothing special, there's no thrills, and the climax feels almost perfunctory in its rushed plasticity. Things burst into flames and seemingly hundreds of people die exceptionally violent deaths, but nothing energizing for the audience. The visual effects sequences are murky, while the inexplicably constant night scenes make this movie feels really drab. Overall, unlike the first movie, there's nothing fresh about this movie. This movie feels organic and dull, lacking specificity and clear sense of purpose. It pays tribute to Boseman, but it doesn't do anything to reverse the sense of stagnation within the MCU and the overall feeling of fatigue in the current superhero movie landscape. With 2 hours and 40 minutes runtime, this movie is simply overlong. We don't think it's worth to watch this in theaters. Just wait on your streaming service.